Now the topic is magnetic field produced along the axis of the current carrying circular coil. Let us consider one circular coil with radius capital R, and in this circular coil the center is O, and take a point P on the axis of the conductor and with a distance Z, and next to both the sides a small current element, that is dl, and this dl to p we have to connect on both the sides with a vector distance or vector. And next to this angle is right angle triangle, so it is 90 degree, and this opposite side is theta. So this is 90, this is theta, and this angle is equal to 90 minus theta. How the angle is comes 90 degree means, according to the right angle triangle, the sum of the angle equal to 180. Suppose if you take this is x, the angle is x, so x plus 90 degree plus theta equal to 180. Therefore, x equal to 90 minus theta. So, this side is 90 minus theta means the similar angle is also 90 minus theta. Now, we can apply the Biot-Savart law to calculate the magnetic field at the point P. Therefore, dB vector equal to mu naught by 4 pi ideal into r cap divided by r square. And next, mu naught by 4 pi I, here we can write dl only because magnitude we have to calculate, so dl, and r cap vector magnitude is 1, we can write. And after that we are taking the sin theta value, theta is 90 degree here, sin 90 value 1 divided by r square. Therefore, dB vector equal to mu naught by 4 pi idl by r square. And dB, we can resolve the force with the horizontal and the vertical axis. Suppose if you take x-axis and y-axis, here the force is there. The force is here means theta value is here. So wherever the theta value is there, the nearer force is known as the cos theta value. So here the vertical direction f cos theta and horizontal side f sin theta. Suppose if you take another y-axis and x-axis, the force is here, but theta values in this direction means the theta angle near the angle is force f cos theta, and here it is known as the f sin theta. Therefore, like that we are going to take dB resolve in it, and when we resolve the dB value means first the dB, the horizontal side, the here dB value is there, theta is there. When theta is there means the vertical side it is a dB cos theta, horizontal side dB sin theta, and here also dB values here means the horizontal side is dB sin theta, vertical side is dB cos theta. The horizontal side both the sides dB sin theta is there, so same magnitude different direction means it is cancel each other. Now we are considering the dB value, cos theta value only we have to take. Therefore, the total value of magnetic field when we are calculating by taking the integral for dB. Therefore, B vector equal to integral of dB vector, which is equal to integral of dB cos theta k vector. Why we are taking that is k cap we are taking? Because the axis z axis value we have to take the unit vector. That's why we are taking the k cap. Therefore, B vector equal to integral of mu naught by 4 pi ideal by r square into cos theta k cap. Here, cos theta value we have to calculate from the diagram. In this diagram, this is r value, this is z value, this is r vector, and this is theta, that is sin theta, cos theta value we have to calculate. According to the Pythagoras theorem, the r vector is nothing but it is known as root of z square plus r square. Therefore, cos theta equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. Therefore, r by root r divided by root of z square plus r square. This value we have to substitute. Therefore, B vector equal to mu naught I divided by 4 pi integral of dl r divided by root of z square plus r square, and instead of r square we have to write z square plus r square. Then integrating dl, so we have to write it here, B vector equal to mu naught I divided by 4 pi 2 pi r into r divided by, this value is changed as z square plus r square whole to the power of 3 by 2. Because here we are taking 2 pi r value because the circular perimeter value we have to take. So that 2 pi r value we have to write here 2 and 4, which is simplified, and pi cancel, and r square we combinedly write here b vector equal to mu naught I r square divided by 2 into z square plus r square whole to the power of 3 by 2 into k cap. And the direction of b vector from 0 to p, we have to write it here. Suppose if the current flows in clockwise direction, then magnetic field points in the direction from the point P to O. The next topic is current loop as a magnetic dipole. The magnetic field from the center of the circular loop of radius r along the axis is given by B vector equal to mu naught I by 2 r square divided by r square plus z square whole to the power of 3 by 2 into k cap. Suppose this z value is greater than r, therefore r square plus z square is approximately equal to z square. When we substitute z square, the power is 3 by 2, therefore we can get z cube. So therefore b vector equal to mu naught I by 2 r square divided by z cube k cap. And next we can take the area of the circular loop A equal to pi r square. So in this equation already r square is there. Suppose when we substitute pi means this is changed as pi r square is A. In the numerator we can multiply it by pi means denominator we can also multiply it by pi. Therefore in this equation we can written as b vector equal to mu naught I by 2 pi a by z cube into k cap. Now we can multiply and divide by 2. Therefore the above equation b vector equal to mu naught 2ia divided by 4 pi z cube into k cap. Now we can compare the equation. So here the axial line equation we can take. In this equation b vector axial equal to mu naught by 4 pi 2 pm by r cube into I cap. Here we can see these two equation, first and second equation. Here mu naught 2 4 pi constant here, and here is z cube and here r cube is there. Therefore Ia is equal to Pm. Therefore from these two equations we can get Ia equal to Pm. In vector form we can write Pm vector equal to I into A vector. Therefore this implies that a current carrying circular loop behaves as a magnetic dipole of magnetic moment Pm. Therefore, the magnetic dipole moment of any current loop is equal to the product of the current and the area of the loop. And next topic is right hand thumb rule. And this rule is used to calculate the direction of the magnetic moment. So what is known as thumb rule? If we curl the fingers of right hand in the direction of current in the loop, then the stretched thumb gives the direction of the magnetic moment associated with the loop. Suppose if you see the diagram, in this diagram, the stretched thumb finger which gives the direction of the magnetic moment, and then the curl fingers which is directed towards the current, the direction of current in the loop. So this is the diagram for right hand thumb rule. And here the loop behaves as a magnet. So magnet means we have to calculate, find out the polarity of the magnet. So how can we calculate the polarity of the magnet? By means of N rule. Let us see the N rule. The N rule, first we have to calculate, suppose if you see the diagram, in this diagram the current is passing through in the opposite side, that is anti-clockwise direction. We can see from the top view. So when we see from the top, the current is passing through in the anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, the nearer end is known as the north end and the farthest distance is known as the south pole. So suppose in this loop we can consider like a bar magnet. Suppose if we keep one bar magnet, the current is passing through in the anti-clockwise direction. The nearer end is N and the opposite side is south. So like that we have to calculate the north pole for anti-clockwise direction. Suppose in this diagram we can see the current which is passing through the opposite side, that is clockwise direction. When it is passing through in the clockwise direction, the nearer end is south pole and the opposite end is known as the north pole. This is easily explained by means of this diagram. In this diagram, man is standing. In the first first loop, we can see the current is passing through in the opposite direction. The man view the in front of the side is north pole, and then the other side is south pole. Suppose in the second loop we can see, when the view of the man, the front side is known as the south pole and the other side is known as north pole. This is known as N rule.